My name is Madeline. I'm a volunteer for the Pima County Public Library, and today I will be interviewing Amaya about the Stories That Soar program. So Amaya, could you please introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Amaya Ravenel. I was an intern this summer at Stories at Soar. I'm going into my freshman year of college, and yeah.
Cool. So first, I just want to ask you, what is Stories That Soar?
Stories That Soar is a acting program here in Tucson that does a couple of things. So we do camps with Literacy Connects, which is what I am a part of, and then they also do performances with their actors that follow the same concept that you would see in our camp as well. So they take stories that people write and then turn them into scripts and perform them as plays.
Cool. So how did or what do you do there exactly?
So I was an intern this year. So what we do is me and the other teaching artists, there's a team of us. There was a team of 5 of us. We help the kids that come into camp with writing their stories, scripting their stories, picking their plays, developing their plays, directing the plays, creating props for the plays, editing the videos, things like that.
Cool. How did you get involved with Stories That Soar?
So one of the other TAs and actors at Stories That Soar, Ceci, she was my student teacher at my high school a couple of years ago, and then was also my substitute at my high school my senior year for my theater class. So I knew her that way, and she told me about the camp for my sister, actually my little sister, because it does run year round, but I was only a part of the summer camp. But my sister joined year round, and then this summer they offered me the internship and I started, and yeah.
Nice. So you mentioned it's mostly like theater arts, and
Yes.
I know you're going into the U of A theater college, right? Next
Yes.
year. Cool. So how did you get involved in theater? Like, have you always been interested in theater?
I always loved to just sing and perform and things like that. And so when I was in 6th grade, I joined the drama club at my middle school. And then the rest was just kind of history. I stayed in it. And then I went to Empire High School and did theater there for 4 years and just kind of fell in love with it.
Cool. So what were some of the plays that were produced when you were an intern there?
So all of the stories were original. We did a hybrid program this summer. So we had a group of online kids and then a group of kids that came in person. So we had both groups write their stories. And so just the kids wrote them, and then they swapped and then picked ones. So we had a few. We had we had one called Playtime or Glutton about a dog who has to choose if he wants treats or playtime for the rest of his life, and it was like an audience interaction one. And then we had one about Elon Musk and him losing all his money and becoming a poor man. We had another about clouds that were mad at humans for climate change and wanted to get revenge by making it storm and hail for months on end. So yeah, just fun stories that the kids would write.
Cool. You mentioned that there's lots of different roles that the kids can take part in to produce the productions. So what are some of the roles that they can do?
So we have our online kids, they act in the show. Everybody acts in the shows. And then the online kids also help with editing and animations and things like that. And then our in-person kids help with pulling our props and pulling our costumes, making any props that we need to make. We have Foley, which is a person who does the live sound effects on stage. So they did that. They were able to help with scene transitions and projections and just really everywhere. People can see our shows on our YouTube, Literacy Connects, and they're uploaded there.
What age range is in this program?
We have kids from ages 11 through 14.
Okay. What was the best part of your job there as an intern?
My favorite part was like getting to know the kids and then just like seeing them grow and like seeing them like create these characters and like act on stage. Like I was just so proud of them, and like seeing them like shine on stage was very, I was very, very lucky.
Can you think of any funny stories or like memorable moments from the summer?
Oh man, so many. So there was one day where me and the other TAs, we had such a long day, but it was like so fun. So camp started from 9 to 11, but some days we would have kids come in and film, and that day my sister happened to be filming, so we were there from like 9 to 3. And so we were just, we had camp, which was fun with the kids, and then we had like lunch, me, the TAs, and then my sister, and then we did some filming. And it was just one of those days where like you're really tired, but like you like what you're doing, so you're just kind of like, this is a long day, but like it was super fun and just like nice, put in a lot of work. And then another memory was the show day. So our show was a couple of weeks ago, and it was supposed to be one night, but then we had a storm and the power went out and everything, so we had to move it to the morning after. And then seeing everybody like still be able to show up and just come in with like good attitudes even after having to postpone everything was like super exciting, because they put on such a great show.
Yeah, it sounds super like rewarding, like putting in all that work. And then,
Yeah, it definitely is.
um, why would you recommend this program to kids and teens, and what have you learned personally?
I think it's a great place for kids and teens, because not only are you like working on fun things with fun people, like it's just also like a safe space where if you're having a bad day and like you come in, like you can talk to anybody in there and they can be like, okay, like I understand how you feel, and like I'm sorry, or like just an ear to listen to. Like it's just a good, safe, like happy and like healthy environment, and it's just like very like homey and nice. And I forgot the second part of the question, I'm sorry.
What have you learned from being a part of?
I learned, wow, I learned a lot of things. So every day when the kids come in, we do like a check-in, and I just learned like that's so important, just to like a quick check-in. Like we do ones called Fist to Five, where Fist is like not so great, and then Five is like the best, and then you can pick in between, just like things like that, just to like check in and like see how everybody's doing, what kind of day we're having, and like how important it is to like make sure everybody's okay.
Um, what do you plan? We talked about it a little bit, but what do you plan to do after this summer?
After this summer, I'm starting my freshman year at college, so that's really like the main thing I'll be doing.
So the College of Theater and Business, what
Yes.
about it? So it mixes theater and business together?
No, I'm double majoring. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Okay, that's all the questions I have.
Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing this program with us. It sounds super fun and like a great way for kids to spend their summer rather than just, hanging at home.
Yeah.
It was really nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much.